Professor Rudy, because I gotta tell you, we can't all wake up with flawless skin like yours. So break it down. Is it 1 to 2 steps for concealer, or do we have to commit to the full 27?
It is indeed your freedom and your choice to do both, either, or just one. We are Amazing Cosmetics, and we're talking skin. I mean, we're talking about concealer, but we're really talking about skin. So what is a concealer wardrobe? It simply is having the freedom to mix and match concealer formulas at Amazing Cosmetics so that you can really target very specific and unique and ever-changing needs of your skin. And we are the powerhouse for concealers. I mean, it's all we do, so we know it well. And the whole idea behind this amazing concealers, what we're going to talk about first tonight, is it's the instant transformation of your skin. Highly pigmented, antioxidants, cream, hydrating, but the whole idea behind this is if you just use a dot, you can treat the spot. And so this is my beautiful model, Stephanie, and we had great conversation backstage about Stephanie is someone who has suffered acne throughout her life and is realistic about her skin. She also has acne scars as a result. So this whole idea of to conceal and not cover is that you can use concealer only to create the skin that you want while leaving the skin breathable, realistic, and lightweight. So I want to just show you, first of all, how much of this product you need. Now, we definitely have this great starter kit that you're going to see that is a brush, which is key because the tool helps deliver the product. So some of you will use your fingers. You'll see me tonight, as well as Stephanie will use her fingers too. But we include the tool just to get you acclimated to how much to use, because again, a dot is all you need to treat the spot. So I'm going to show you on the brush how much.
I have a question before we get started. I am officially back. I apologize. I was having a little issue with my microphone. Rudy, one of the things that really impresses me, especially with this wardrobe system, is I feel like for the first time ever, when you apply Amazing Cosmetics with this wardrobe system, you get to be your own makeup artist. Like you discover curves and ways about your complexion that you didn't really know existed before.
But Courtney, you just said it. I mean, yes, everyone, I am a makeup artist. I'm also an esthetician. So for me, skin is a non-negotiable. Every makeup application, I must still see the life of the skin underneath. But you don't need to be a makeup artist to do this technique, honestly, because it really is dot, treat the spot, and blend. So for my celebrity clients that I have, very often, yes, I'll go and I'll do makeup for them, but sometimes in a rush, they're prepping their skin themselves, and I'm coming to do eyes, cheeks, lips, and refining the skin because I've taught them just a spot for and a dot.
All right, perfect. So you can check out beautyiq.com for your shade charts. We'll show those to you in a second, but talk us through step by step how we start, Rudy.
So please notice it's literally a dot, and I highly recommend we start with this amount because if you use more, you're going to realize you don't need more. And if you look at Stephanie's skin, the first thing we want to do is be mindful and honest about where we see the opportunity to create a much more even complexion. Whether you have darkness under your eye from lack of sleep or just a shadow, it's an area most often women tell me they want to correct. So literally, we look at the under eye, look up for me, love, and you can see where the discoloration naturally is. So where do you see it the most normally? In the inner corner of the eye near the nose. So we place a dot there. We like to also place a dot just at the center of the eye and a dot at the outer corner. Now let's talk about why. Many of us apply our concealer corner to corner as a windshield wiper, and you get this kind of white cast under the eye that's like a swoosh, like a windshield wiper.
Okay.
But if you apply these 3 dots, and now watch this, okay, look, you see it, now you don't. And you pat it into the skin, you instantly create a natural highlight where you want to brighten under the eye anyway. This is an area that you want bright on the skin anyway.
I love how it looks like you're just adding light with this. Like it doesn't even look like you're covering anything up. Like I'm just watching this magical disappearing act of incredible color and skin-like texture.
And you said the 3 magical words. Luminosity in skin right now is everything. So this formula, because it is a cream, I want to be really clear that it's the formula as well as the high pigment load that does the work. Concealer is the hardest working product in your makeup kit. Let it do the work. It's the hardest working product in your makeup bag. Let it do what it needs to do, and you just blend it in place. So keep in mind, that was 3 dots. 1, 2, 3.
Look at how much more lifted her eye looks
I
on
know.
the left side.
And we blend it down onto the cheekbone because this is a natural plane of the face. Side to side is not. So it gives you that instant lift. If that's not instant, I don't know what is. Take a look.
I'm kind of with you on that one. That's like can make like a bad day a good day in just about 5.5 seconds. My one question to you, when you started this, I noticed that she's got incredible texture to your skin. Do you start with moisturized skin? Could you use a serum as well?
Okay, so we are absolutely going to talk. I'm just going to continue adding dots to the other place we see radiance or change in color is the cheek area, 1 dot, and again, blending it in. Everyone's skin preparation is everything. Again, that's the esthetician in me speaking. So we are going to talk a little bit later about the Amazing Cosmetics Anti-Aging Primer as the product we use to prepare the skin. It is key that you prepare the skin for these techniques because remember, you're wardrobing concealer, which means you are using concealer only in specific areas of the face to treat what you need as you need it, because that's going to change. Some days you're going to want full coverage in other places. Some days you're having a great skin day and you're going to be able to use less product. Some days you're going to the gym, so all you need is a more sheer product. It gives you such freedom and flexibility to really customize your beauty.
And I love the size of the brush because for me, I can see areas where you're targeting, but when you apply the concealer to the brush, I feel like that instantly wipes away. And then when you blend it in with your fingertips, it's almost as if it wasn't there. So I'm loving this second skin effect that you have here.
Awesome. We thought it was really important to include the brush because we take so much pride in our formulas. First of all, we're not going to launch a formula that's not skin-like, skin-loving, and kind to the skin, like you see skin afterwards. So this whole idea here, until you are very comfortable using it directly from the tube, use the brush because it's going to tell you how much to apply to the surface, and it really gives you that dot to treat the spot, and then beautiful even skin.
Well, while you are finishing up that side, because we're seeing incredible results, I want to show you the shade chart because remember, with the brush, with the concealer, and with the Perfection Stick, you are looking at a $66 value that you are getting tonight for around $34, or excuse me, I'm sorry, that's incorrect, $30. This is one of those opportunities that if you have ever wanted that amazing complexion, that flawless face, this is that 2-step program to be able to allow you to do so, and you'll choose your shade based on the selections below. You can always go to beautyiq.com, which is a wonderful way to discover this and see the customer rated reviews on your digital laptop, your mobile device, our amazing app. But as you continue on, I want to discuss again the texture of this, because if you see it on my hand, you barely even notice it's there. But yet when I start to, again, kind of tap it in like Rudy was showing you to get that concentrate, watch how it just melts and blends effortlessly into my skin while also adding that look of hydration, but not overly hydrated, just the kind that looked like, you know, you went to a fancy spa and got like a vitamin infusion and then like maybe had martinis afterwards and got like a lot of really great gossip.
Yes. So again, I mentioned that you don't have to be a makeup artist to do this, and you know your face better than any makeup artist ever can. So this whole concept, Stephanie is showing how easy it is to actually apply the concealer using the dot to treat the spot and blending it into place. And I want to just be really clear, we're talking about this idea of concealer wardrobing, and it's targeting your skin, which means you know your skin better than anyone. And it's that conversation you have with yourself when you look in the mirror and say, I think blank about my skin. And it's those instant challenges that you call out that you would want to see differently. Dark circles, broken capillaries, breakout, crepiness under the eyes. We have formulas that address each of those, and that's what makes it a wardrobe. It's not one size fits all, neither are your concerns for your skin.
And that's what impresses me so much, because I do think when you go shopping anywhere else, I mean, you see like a whole wall of concealers and you're like, good gracious, one's creamy, one's a little bit drier, one's a mousse. Which one is for me? You are getting 2 textures in here. You not only get the concealer wardrobing from the amazing concealer that is that cream, you're also getting a Perfection Stick. Now, are you going to be making this for the body, or is it only just for the face right now? because I'm loving everything about this idea, specifically that it looks like this chunky crayon that goes on so smoothly and yet kind of just magic erases anything that's wrong. Look at that.
You have the best words, magical eraser.
Yes.
Magical
I
eraser.
don't say that often. I only say it when it's something really good that actually can erase what you wake up to in the morning when you haven't had your coffee and you're like, oh, shoot. But that's the polite word. You know what word we're really saying. And you're like, what is that? Oh, snap. That's even a better one. So what is this perfection stick, Professor Rudy?
We talked about concealer wardrobing being a mix and match of different textures at Amazing Cosmetics. So we talked about Amazing Concealer being a full coverage, highly pigmented concealer. And if you look at the Perfection Stick, we're telling a different story. Perfection Stick is in and of itself, the packaging is the delivery system. It's not to say you can't use brushes still or your finger to apply it, but you apply this directly from the tube and the coverage is different. It's more sheer to medium. So we hear a lot in the industry, is the color buildable? Well, isn't everything buildable? But the beauty of Amazing Cosmetics is that if you wanted instant impact, you don't have to build Amazing Concealer to get that result. So the way you would use Perfection Stick, I recommend it to all of my clients as it's your on-the-go product for sure. Because it's in a package, it has a cap, you put it on, you can easily apply it, it's no technique. Or you can use it also to add extra brightness to the eye. Honestly, I'll use this sometimes before the Amazing Concealer to create a layer of skin on the under eye so that my Amazing Concealer gives even more brightness if needed, if someone has extreme darkness. You can also use this simply to add more light. So here, I mean, they're great highlighters too, don't get me wrong. So here in the inner corner of the eye on Stephanie, I'm just gonna add a small bit to add just that little bit more of brightness. Once again, everything you wanna blend. What makes great makeup great is really blending one more time versus leaving it as you applied it.
Well, let me ask you this. When you talk about coverage that you don't have to build because it's appropriate coverage to begin with, first of all, where have you been all of my life?
I'm
because,
here now.
Like when some people are like, oh, it's buildable. And I'm like, well, okay, I can take it from about a 0 to a mannequin. And I like say that always needing an intervention. But when I take a look at your gorgeous gal over there, like, so we've concealed our eyes. Would you ever use this Perfection Stick to say go somewhere on the forehead to create more of a foundational consistency, or is the idea just to kind of highlight and add dimension with this?
You are a makeup artist. You tricked
Really?
me. Oh my gosh. But this is the beauty of concealer wardrobing. To Courtney's point, it's what does your skin need? If you have very dry skin and you want to first create a little texture of smoothness with the Perfection Stick first, then use Amazing Concealer, you have the freedom to do that, because the whole idea is this gives you the freedom to not have to use so much product because it's giving you some lift. And you will play with these products and really be able to always get a skin-like finish no matter what combination you create. That is what we truly call wardrobing. And I mean, we do use it for highlighter, which I'm gonna do a little bit later, but you can use it to create texture on the little highlight on the nose to smooth out the texture. On your eyelids as a primer, I mean, we have a little eyeshadow on already, but as a primer, if your lids have a lot of discoloration, use the Perfection Stick first. Also, if you ever have a disturbance on your skin, a breakout, it's great for spot treating if you on the go want to just spot treat and pat it in. So it's that whole idea of having a different consistency, more, again, sheer to medium coverage as a support for wardrobing. So if you think about this face technically right now, we have on it absolutely 2 concealers to create the beauty.
And how awesome is that? And look what you're bringing home. I'll remind you of your shade charts and kind of get Rudy to break it down a little bit, but you're getting the Perfection Stick, you're getting the Amazing Concealer, you're getting the brush as well, which you will find key to start amazing techniques that you'll be able to build at home just within your own vanity. It should be $66, but we have it for $30, and it's a perfect way for you to introduce yourself into the collection. I say that because if you go to the Googs, which is what I call Google for short, and go to that thing called the news section, you will very quickly see that some of your favorite celebrities, like the ones that, you know, brag about having, oh, I'm just so lucky I take such great care of my skin. No, it's probably because they're wearing Amazing Cosmetics. We've got so many shades for you to choose from on beautyiq.com. You're going to see those scroll. We have 5 to choose from. And Rudy, any recommendation for, you know, fair, the light golden, medium beige, and so on?
Absolutely. So for fair skin, you know who you are. Typically, you will burn easily in the sun. You are the lightest shade and you call yourself that, more alabaster, on the fair side. Light golden, I mean, you're also fair, but you feel you have more warmth in your skin. You may tan more easily or get that nice glow just from incidental sun exposure.
Perfect.
Medium beige, honestly, if you're in doubt and you're in that